Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. If you're new, welcome. My name is Hanan, and for today's video, since it's like day 8 or 9 of like quarantine or whatever, your girl's bored and I'm just gonna make a meal today, a Lebanese meal. One meal today and another meal tomorrow, and God knows how many meals for the rest of the month or the year. But let's go to my kitchen. I have everything pre-cut and everything, so yeah. Also guys, so I recently got like my house remodeled, and if you guys want like a tutorial, let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, I'm so happy. I got my floors, walls, everything looks bomb. Facebook, you gotta wait a minute. But we are in my kitchen. I have everything pre-cut, and I'm gonna let you guys know everything that I'm using and alternatives. So give me 1 second so I can bring my ring light. So today's meal that I will be making is a warainab. It's basically grape leaves, and there's many alternatives to making it. You can make it with meat or you can do it vegetarian style, and that's why we're gonna do it today because it's the way I like it. Not a vegetarian, but that's the way I like it. The ingredients are 2 onions, 2 white onions, excuse me, that are chopped into cubes. And then, of course, you're gonna need some allspice. Some place where you can find it is your local Arab grocery store, or even online. I know they have it on websites, Amazon. Amazon has everything. Of course, you're gonna need salt to taste. You're gonna need 2 cups of pre-cooked rice. Then you're gonna need parsley. This is 1 bunch of parsley and a little bit of mint to give the grape leaves flavor. The next thing that you're gonna need are some chickpeas. Now, if these do not fulfill your taste buds, don't worry, there's always an alternative. You can either use organic pine nuts. That's something I have, but I'm not gonna use because I prefer chickpeas. It gives it more flavor. Or if you don't like any of these ingredients for whatever reason, you can always use meat. The next thing you're gonna need are 2 freshly squeezed lemon, and I have everything here. I'm not trying to spill it because I need it for my warainab. And then you're gonna need 2 tomatoes that are chopped, and normally people use tomato paste or tomato sauce, excuse me, but I like my grape leaves to have a lot of flavor, therefore I'm gonna use a nice fresh tomato. Not 1, but 2. And of course, the star of the meal, what you're gonna need in order to put all of this together are the grape leaves. And these are California grape leaves. These are drained and pre-cooked, so yeah, get them pre-cooked. The next thing you're gonna need is extra virgin olive oil. And then to garnish the plate, you're gonna want thinly sliced carrots to make the plate look pretty and presentable, because that's what, at the end of the day, a lot of Middle Eastern, especially Lebanese people, love to do with their food. They like to make it presentable and really make it pretty and colorful. And then what you're also gonna need are thinly sliced potatoes. I have them in here, and if you would like, you can also add thinly sliced tomatoes if you'd like to add more color and make it look prettier, but that's what I'm gonna use now. Maybe I'll add tomato, I don't know, depends what mood I'm in. So I'm getting hungry, so we're gonna start cooking everything because it's quarantine time, you know? Okay, so in order to look like I know what I'm doing, I'm gonna put an apron on because I'm not trying to get messy up in here, but most likely we are. First things first, before even doing anything, we gotta wash our hands with this humongous catastrophe that's literally happening all over the world. Stay clean, be in your house, and make home-cooked food. And if you don't know how to cook, then that's why you're clicking this video. Hashtag yo me quedo en casa. So the weather today is really ugly and nasty, so thank God I'm in my house. First things first is we're gonna add our 2 chopped onions, our white onions. If you want, you can add red for flavor, but I'm using white because that's what I have in my house today. Oh, my highlight looks good. Thanks, Mom, for turning on the light. After adding our onions to our bowl, we are gonna add the 2 cups of pre-cooked rice. So we're basically gonna be adding everything that I demonstrated minus the carrots and the potatoes that we're gonna use later to garnish. So here are the chickpeas, and everything's going in. So here goes in the parsley and the mint. Oh my god, this is gonna taste so bomb, you guys. Oh, it smells like Lebanon already. Now we're gonna pour in our lime juice all around. Now we're gonna add our 2 tomatoes. In no particular order, you just want everything in this humongous pot. Now here I'm gonna be adding half a tablespoon of the allspice for flavor. So I'm gonna keep adding salt till my mom yells at me and says, Hanan, that's enough. That's when you know it's enough. That's it. So this is how everything is looking in the bowl, and you just wanna mix it up. And I'm using this cute pink spatula, because pink, get it? Nails are pink. You know my favorite color? Pink. So this is how you want everything to be combined. You want to mix everything. Low-key kind of looks like chipotle rice, but it's not. So after mixing everything, I tasted it a little bit, and to my taste buds, it needs a little bit more salt. And of course, last but not least, what we're gonna add is the extra virgin olive oil. We're just gonna drizzle a little tiny bit. Maybe a little more than that. Maybe a little bit more than that. And then of course, we're gonna stir everything, make sure the flavor is evenly distributed. Okay, so right now that I mixed everything over there, I am gonna be separating the grape leaves. So I already literally emptied out all the leaves that were in here, over here in this strainer, and we're gonna get rid of all like the stuff, the gunk, you know? And you're just gonna use cold water and separate the leaves with a very delicate hand because the leaves will break. Okay, so after you wash all the leaves, now in order to prepare the waraina, the first thing you're gonna do is remove the stem from the leaf. Ooh, I almost broke my leaf. And then, of course, we're gonna put in our filling. So we're gonna do that right now. And I added a little bit more salt because I just... So after you fill it in, the way you wanna roll it up, I guess you can say, is you wanna get the bottom of the leaf and you wanna fold it up. And then after, it's kind of like a present if you really think about it, you wanna fold up the corners. And then, this is when you roll it up. And then you put it down in a plate, and then we're gonna set that aside because it is not done yet. We're gonna eventually cook it over here on top of the stove, but for the meantime, I'm gonna keep rolling up my leaves. So here I'm rolling up my last grape leaf. I got all of these done and they're not fully done yet. We still gotta cook them. But yeah, so I'm just gonna roll this up. Bam. And we're almost done, not quite. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna layer the bottom of our pot with thinly sliced tomatoes. You just wanna put it all around. Make it look pretty. So then after the potatoes that we had pre-cut earlier, we're just gonna place it down in the middle. These are obviously not cooked, they're still raw, but yeah. And then we're gonna add the carrots. You guys see? I don't know. So that's how it's looking so far. I'm gonna continue putting these in here. Okay, so it's gonna look a little something like this. And obviously right now what we wanna do is we wanna place our grape leaves. And you wanna put it down kind of like in a line. I know it's gonna be like a little difficult since this is a pot, but we're gonna make it work. So we're just gonna put it down in a straight line, or try. So now that I'm done applying all like the grape leaves here in the pot, as you can see, I am gonna cover it with all the extra grape leaves I have. We're gonna fill up the whole pot with water until it rises till like right there. So like you want all the grape leaves to be covered with water. So after covering all the grape leaves up to the top with water, I'm gonna cover it and cook it on the stove on medium heat. So I'm just gonna transfer everything here, and then I'm gonna cook it on medium. So like around 5. And we're gonna let it do its thing. Okay, so we are gonna let the grape leaves cook for a good hour, and then once you see it like starting like to cook, we are gonna place a plate on top of that. And yes, you heard me right. We are gonna place a glass plate upside down so like that everything that's in the inside can evenly be distributed. And in order for like the plate, I guess, to have like pressure and effect on the food, we're gonna be applying another like bowl of water so like that this is covered and it's heavy and everything is like settled down. But that's today's trick and tip from Hanan.
While my mom's cooking in the corner, I'm gonna finish my grape leaves here. So I'm gonna cover this with the plate so everything in the inside cooks. And in order to apply pressure to the plate, I'm gonna add another bowl of water. Okay, so what we're gonna do is that we're gonna put a bowl of water literally on top of that plate so like that everything is cooking down there. Cover it so like that everything gets nice and evenly cooked. You see? Yeah, that's what you want to see. Beautiful. Literally took off the plates right now that were on top of the grape leaves because I saw the water that it was evaporating. In other words, your food is already cooking. And this is how it's looking like. About after an hour and a half of cooking, the grape leaves is finally done, and you can kind of tell that like when the leaves start rising up like to the gods that it's ready. So here goes the first bite. So hot, so good. You're gonna love it. Oh my god, it's so good. I cannot wait for my family to come and try it and taste it because I know they love it. And I know you guys will too. So if you stuck till the end of this video, excuse me, I'm gonna keep eating. So that's about it for this recipe. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below if you've tried it, and if you did, send it to me via Instagram. This is the final step. Like I said before, presentation is key. So I did go ahead and added some sliced lemon. I used the carrots for decor, a bit of mint for some color. And yeah, you guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you try this recipe, definitely let me know in the comments down below. And last but not least, enjoy.